Okay guys, it's time for the much anticipated hired request list. I'm doing a new one, and the video will be a little bit long, but I want to make sure everybody knows what we're doing and how it's going to work. Now the first thing I want to address, why in the world would anybody pay me to do a tutorial when there are so many free ones on YouTube? Maybe millions, I don't know. The first reason is because of the transcription. My transcriptions are accurate. I have a God-given gift that I was given as a child. When I hear notes, I just automatically know what they are. So that really gives me an edge in speedily getting the notes and getting them accurately. That's one thing. The other thing in the transcription, it's not just listening to what you hear in the notes. It's more than that. Sometimes you can't hear the left hand. Sometimes a piano player in the band is not playing a whole lot because the other band members are playing. And that's not going to sound cool if you're playing piano solo. So I take those things into account. When I do your transcription, I'm going to make it sound good for you when you're playing at home by yourself. Okay? So I've played lots of different kinds of music. You name it, I've played it. I've been teaching professionally for 23 years and played all just kind of things. And I am able to make the transcription work for you, to add notes here and there when we need to make it sound right. And the other thing is, a lot of times sheets are very disappointing, aren't they? When you have music sheets and, oh, this doesn't sound like what I wanted, like the album. Well, I'm going to make it sound like the album version as much as I can. Alright, so that's the first thing, is this transcription, the figuring out of the notes and also forming it and making the accompaniment work for what you're trying to go for in the sound. The second thing is the teaching of it. You know, a lot of teachers out there who can't quite come across the screen, and the reason that I can go across the screen and come into your living room with you is because of the fact I've taught for 23 years. I've developed an instinct about what people are going to need, what people are going to have trouble with. Okay, when you've been one-on-one with 50 students for, you know, every week for 23 years, you kind of figure out what, you know, what they're going to need, what help they're going to need, and that's kind of, you know, goes along with that in the teaching. That's why I'm able to help you, you know, more than maybe someone else. With the teaching of it. So those two things, I think, are why, you know, people continue to hire me for requests. There's one other one. I do the stuff nobody else will do. Stuff that's difficult, that's really hard, and you know, it's hard to do a tutorial for. I'll tackle those and do them to the best of my ability. All right, so here we go. What we're going to do here, I have a price kind of tier for the type of song you're going to want. And what everybody's going to do is you're going to submit your request and you're going to bid on it according to this tier here. Okay? And let's go over the first one. And let me tell you something. If you really want to get on the list, you can get on there. Listen, I'll have 6 mouths to feed, including my own, in a couple of weeks. My medical insurance, being self-employed, is more than my house payment, and I got a kid that's going to need braces soon. So if you want to get on there, you'll get on there. I'll fit you in if you get my meaning. But the first tier is the 4-chord pop song. Okay, these little songs that are, you know, if there's not a good tutorial for them and you want to learn how to play, you know, the chord pattern or something to make it sound like the real thing, or those little songs like that, I'll do for $49 around that. If you have something like that you want to do, yeah, maybe if there's a couple of chords on the chorus. These are little quick things that don't take a whole lot of time to do. Okay, now. The second tier, now it's $49. Now, if you want to try to get on the list a little more, then you can bid higher than that. But that's kind of where I started at in my mind, is $49. The second is if you have chords, and it's more of a chord pattern. You know, something like that. And that's not a song, it just came to me, but something like that has a more complex chord pattern that I've got to listen to and figure out what the pattern is and all of that. That will start about $99, and you know, it can go up from that depending if it's more difficult than that. Now let's say we had a chord pattern song that has a solo in it, a significant solo or a medium length solo, that's going to get more expensive because I got to work that solo stuff out. Okay, we're not just talking about chord stuff. On the solo stuff and prominent piano parts, I like to be right on the nose with those solos because you guys like to have what you're hearing exactly, and so that's more work for me. So that's going to start at 139 if the solo is really hard, or if it's two solos, then it can be more than that. So that's kind of that tier there, number 3. Number 4, and I call a beast. Some of these that I've done were beasts, and guys, I can't work 10 hours on a song and get $200 for it anymore. I just can't. All right. A great guy who hired me to do that James T. Booker song, whatever, that blues thing. Man, that took me forever. I think I charged about $300 for that, which is what I told him, and it was worth it to him, and he did it. So it's my fault for not charging enough on that. But something like that, it's going to be expensive if it's something that long that takes over 13 lessons and so forth. But something that's a beast, beginning at 1, I mean, that's something like Bohemian Rhapsody is one that comes to mind. But anything that's blues that doesn't really have a repeating pattern, I got to go through and figure out everything for the whole song. And I'm not doing partial songs. If you hire me to do it, I got to do the whole thing. Okay, enough people have told me they don't like half doing the song. So it's got to be the whole thing. So $199 is where that starts. If it's a real beast, it can be $300-400. But keep in mind, if it takes me 10 hours, including the video processing and all that, I'm a professional, and I think I'm worth that. All right. Now here's something else I can do that I've never introduced this. I can do arrangements of things. I do that all the time. If you have a song, a simple song, and you want me to arrange it in a certain style, I can do that too. Because some people say, well, I want you to transcribe this guy playing on YouTube, and they play, and I'm listening to it, and I think, man, I could do a better job of arranging that song than that guy. I wish that I could have arranged it myself and if they would like that. So that's something else I can do. If you want an arrangement of a popular song with the melody in the right hand or something like that, I can do that as well. A hymn arrangement. I've done those for years and years. So I would love to, and I don't know what to charge for that. It's gonna just let me see what it's worth to you if you want to bid what you want. At least 99 on that, but probably a little more. How about classical music with sheets? I'll do classical with sheets, and I'll do it as a whiteboard lesson, writing out the notes. That's going to be about $20 a page, because those things have lots of notes on them, and I got to write them all out. Even though I probably already can play it, I'm going to have to write out the boards, and that takes time to do that classical music. So that's around 20 a page, unless it's something, like a Chopin waltz or something that not as many notes. So those are the tiers. So what you do is, all right, so here are the chances of you getting chosen to get on the list, okay? What makes it more likely for you to get on the list if it's a song everybody wants, because I'm going to put it on the website, okay? And I like things that other people are going to want too. So if your song is an obscure thing that nobody's going to want to play but you, it's a low chance. Also, something that'll help you is if you have a high bid, because again, I'm got to have money to live on, and if the song is important enough to you, then bid enough on it and you'll get it. Now, if you don't get on the list initially, doesn't mean it's over. If I don't choose your song and then you say, well, Shawn, and you email me back and say, hey, I really need this, what if I bid this, then I'll fit you in, I'll work it in. And you guys have seen my output over the past few weeks, what I'm capable of putting out. So that's what I'm going to do from now on. YouTube is different now. You got to have content, so I'm going to have content every day. New content. So first come, first serve means I'm gonna, when you send me an email of the song that you want with the bid, okay, I'm gonna keep a list of those in order in my email, and when I make the decision on which ones I'm gonna take, I will, in that order, send an email back and say, yeah, I'll do it for that price. I'll do it. And the list will be based, the order of it will be based on the order that you pay. So as soon as your payment comes in through PayPal, then you're on the list, and the next one that pays is the next one, the next one, the next one. I'll go in that order, okay? So what's going to happen is I'm going to take 48 I was going to take 50, but I have someone that I promised a long time ago that I would do their 2 requests, and those first 2 spots are taken, but there are 48 spots left. Okay? And if you hire me to do a request, you get to download the video. Okay, you're the only one that gets to do that. I'll send you download links if you're the one that hires me. You do not have to be a Web Piano Teacher member. That's a separate deal. You do not have to be a member. You know, and you'll still get the download link to download the video and have it forever, those lessons. You will not have to wait more than 3 months. If you're on the list, it will not take longer than 3. I'm thinking about doing it quicker than that. Now that's about 3 songs per week. I'm thinking about doing more than that, but it won't be longer than 3 months. That's what I'm going to guarantee you. That if you're on the list and you're the last person, you will not have to wait more than 3 months to get your request in. Alright, so this is what you do. You decide what song or songs, whatever you want to hire me to do. If you have a proposition for a couple of songs or something, I'll entertain that as well. If you could send me an email to easypianolessons@yahoo.com. Okay, you guys know my email, easypianolessons@yahoo.com. Put in the subject, hired request bid. I get lots of email from people, so make sure you put hired request bid in the subject. And give me a YouTube link of the song you want, so that I don't have to go looking through iTunes to hear it or get on YouTube. Give me a link so I can listen to it quick. Or you can send me the file if you have the song file and you want to send that to me for me to listen to. Okay, but I need you to put the name of the song in the email and the YouTube video of what you're wanting. If you're wanting an arrangement, still send me that song so I can hear what it is. And also, if you want an arrangement, send me a YouTube video of the style maybe that you want it in, or explain to me what style you want it in so I can have an idea of what you want for that. Okay, so do that. Send me the email with your YouTube link and the song you want and your bid. Okay? And then what I'll do after a week's time, I'm not going to send emails right back. Okay? I'm going to wait until next. See, today is Friday. Next Saturday, not tomorrow, but the next Saturday, whatever day that is, I will start sending out the email saying, yeah, I'll take your bid. And then you'll have, as quick as you pay, if you're the first one to pay, you'll get on the list. Okay? In that order. Alright, so don't expect an email back right away. I'm not going to send emails until the following Saturday. Not tomorrow, but the next Saturday, then I'll begin sending emails out. So don't expect an email back yet. Okay? Please do not bid if you don't intend to pay for the song, because that wastes my time and it wastes everybody else's time. Do not bid if you're not going to follow through with it. Okay? Because if you do that, I'll write your name down and I won't let you submit a request anymore, because people did that last time and it really wastes my time. So if you're not serious about it, don't do it. What else? I think that's it. If you have questions, put them as comments on this video. Okay? Don't put your bids and your requests as comments on here, because I won't even look at it. Don't do that, and just send those to the email. But if you have questions in general about the process, you can put it as a comment on this video, and I'll answer it. So there we go. Send in the emails, and I will, a week from tomorrow, I will start accepting those and putting on the list and making a list, and then I will post a schedule so that everybody will know. I won't use your whole name, don't worry about that. I may just use first names or something so that everybody will know when they're going to be, so you can kind of know when to expect your request to get done. Alright, I'm sorry for the long video. I just wanted to give you all the info.